Alright guys, in this video we're going to be talking about centre-backs, including Inacio, one of my favourite players that I would love to see recruited by Liverpool. Before we do that, just to let you know that the Bournemouth v Liverpool game on Sunday 21st, the referee for that game is going to be Andy Madley, with our good friend Paul Tierney operating the VAR. Okay, so I saw an article today in the Daily Mail. Now, the Daily Mail can be quite interesting, I think, for football stuff, to be honest with you. You know, a lot of people don't like that newspaper or whatever, but when it comes to football, which is all I'm interested in, I do tend to read their articles. I do. Concerning Liverpool Football Club, of course, it depends who the journalist is that's behind the articles. But they touch on centre-backs, you know, Liverpool's interest in them. And it says here, Liverpool are very unlikely to delve into the January transfer window, but the club's recruitment team took stock of defensive options in the last month and have already discussed preliminary targets for a long-term investment in a central defender. Okay, I agree with some of that. And right, let me just explain. So, it says here Liverpool are very unlikely to delve into the January transfer window. I think they do mean with regards centre-backs there, because that's what they're talking about. I don't think they mean all positions. I think Liverpool will do business in January. I really do. And I think that's why it's quiet at the moment. I might be deluding myself, but that's my intuition. And I'm keeping an eye on everyone for you, all right? So, with regards to the club's recruitment team taking stock of defensive options in the last month, and having discussed preliminary targets for a long-term investment in a central defender, I do believe that, yes. They talk about the injury to Joel Matip, the emergence of Jarell Quansah. Fuck off, guys. Give me a break, man. I've got memory like a sieve and I can't pronounce my own fucking name. Has allayed any fears of a defensive crisis. Joe Gomez has proven his versatility. He don't get enough mentions, Joe Gomez, I think. With some stellar performances at right back, centre back, left back this season. And then obviously they're going to mention Owen Beck, Nat Phillips, Rhys Williams have all been recalled from loans in Scotland. Beck would have made the bench for Sunday's trip to Arsenal, but the Welsh left back, great nephew of Ian Rush, was forced to serve a suspension that was incurred playing for Dundee with bookings in the Scottish League Cup in July. Okay, so we won't read everything out, but it goes on to say number of options Liverpool have looked at in Portugal, such as Sporting Lisbon's Gonçalo Inacio, who has been, well, we spoke about him for a long time on KopTalk, on the members' website, and in the videos and podcast, everywhere that we say something. Inacio, my memory, I think in the early part of 2023, around this time last year, maybe a little bit later. No, I think it was later, but it was the first quarter of 2023. I was speaking positively about him. There was a lot of chatter suggesting Liverpool were looking at bringing him in the summer last year. So when people come on my streams, you know, and say, Dung, if you had to pick one person, who do you? And I was going, Inacio, I think it'd be Inacio. If we go for a centre back or something like that, if we mean business, Inacio, but as usual, it didn't fucking happen. Does Dunk really know best? However, we are told the interest remains. Liverpool didn't make a move for him, which really, really was disappointing because of his contractual clauses and things like that, and he would now cost significantly more money. There was information posted on the VIP members website the other day. I don't know when it was. What day are we on now? I don't know what day it is. Tuesday, I think it was last week. About Inacio. If you're not on the VIP members website, maybe if you support the podcast, or if you're a channel member on here, not a channel supporter, but a channel member, you do get stuff copied over from the members website. I pick out the best bits, I think. And I did mention it on here as well. And also, if you follow KopTalk on Twitter, X, whatever it's called, and subscribe there. Again, you don't have to just be on the members website. I do try and get some of the best bits out for you guys that support me. And that suggestion was last week. I mean, should I go and get it? I'll go and get it. I'll go and get it. I'm not logged in, for fuck's sake, man. Right, we're on the VIP members website. This is just where my people, we've been here for many years, guys, and this is the best way of supporting me, without a doubt. And this is like family, man, honestly. So we're going to the members website, we're going to the scouting department, and we look for Inacio updates. There we go. Here we go. Right, okay, so this was posted on the 5th of January, 4 days ago, by one of our bestest contributors, right? And I'm gonna quote exactly what it says. We are definitely in the mix for Inacio 100%. That's it. Now, that's as exciting as it fucking gets sometimes. But I can tell you right now that that person right there will fucking know, right? So, Inacio, 100% Liverpool in the mix for him. But his teammate, Usman Diomande, yeah, is also liked after some stellar performances for Ruben Amorim's side. He has a release clause of just shy of £70 million and also has the interest from other big clubs around Europe. The 20-year-old, adept in possession, also with old-school defensive traits, is currently playing for Africa Cup of Nations host Ivory Coast at the upcoming tournament. Portuguese sources indicate that Benfica's Antonio Silva has also been scouted by Liverpool. We've heard that player mentioned with us many times before. Now, another name mentioned is Maxence Lacroix. Lacroix, right? He's at Wolfsburg, and he came through the same academy as Ibrahima Konate, right? Now, I prepared this one earlier. He's 23 years of age, he's 1.9 metres tall, and he is represented by Unique Sports Group. That's a shit name for an agency, that, isn't it? Unique Sports Group. There's nothing fucking unique about that. Sorry, sometimes I speak out loud. I do it in a bar sometimes as well, you know, when a nice chick walks in with her husband or something, like, oh, she's fucking out there. Did I say that out loud? Right, so, looking at the clients here, who have we got? Have we got any connections? Don't think so, but it looks like, oh, Harry Wilson. Callum Wilson, right? No, not really. So, what's his contract situation? 2025. So he's right-footed centre-back. And his last contract was inked in 2021. Okay, 2025. He's a name that keeps coming up. And obviously there's been suggestions that Boy George, our sporting director, whatever the fuck he's called, has been sniffing. So that might be worth considering. I don't know where you feel with the where you feel with the centre back situation. For me, it's Inacio, you know, but there's part of me that thinks I'm deluding myself because Liverpool could have had him cheaper last year. Are they really going to pay more now? Do you know what I mean? And some of the players being linked are quite highly priced, aren't they? There's one at Palace as well, isn't there? I forget his name. But anyway, I think it's Palace. I don't fucking know what I'm talking about sometimes, to be honest with you. The reason I'm making the video is because I saw the article flagging up Liverpool's hunt for a centre-back. All out for centre-backs, basically. And I think that's, you know, people keep saying, do you reckon we're in for a centre-back? It's a little bit confusing for me, to be honest with you, because all right, I'm going to make a decision and I'm going to pass an opinion. I think with the centre-back situation, this is 100% speculative. Well, it's most of it speculative anyway, right? With football fans talking about shit, right? But intuition. I reckon when it comes to a centre-back that Liverpool have got many options that they can pursue. So you see, like we talk about Andre, right? And he hasn't announced yet that he's gone to Fulham or anywhere. And I think that that's stacked. I think Liverpool know they can sign him stacked, right? They know they can get him this window. We're told that the player is delaying making a decision because he's opening for Liverpool. Sounds like Liverpool are delaying, not Liverpool. It sounds like the player is delaying his decision in case Liverpool comes in. That would be his preferred option. If Liverpool have not, if they've just left that one, why is that? I think I did a video on here the other day. Have a look at the video titles. I think it will really explain it to you. I'll be here for another half an hour if I spin round and try and find it for you. But I did a video the other day about Andre. Watch it. He's good, that one. But sticking with centre-backs, I get the impression that Liverpool have maybe got 2 or 3 potential centre-backs that they could sign and just weighing up the pros and cons of each one. I do believe that. It's a very strange time, I think, for transfer chatter. Sometimes, this is what always makes me laugh with these so-called ITKs and that. First of all, they've got something to tell you every fucking day of the week. For every fucking football club, they know everything, right? And I know there's times when some of you guys will comment about journalists, mainstream media journalist hacks, right? And you'll say, some people will say, they just make it up every fucking day. Do you know what? Some of these journalists that write about Liverpool Football Club, they do know a lot more than they publish sometimes. Because sometimes if you have got a trusted source, they will say to you, I can tell you this, but do not publish it. And I've had that many, many times over the years with KopTalk. And some of these people have been members of the website as well, right? Which makes it impossible for me to even comment, right? Because I could say one thing to you on here, and if you're a member, like if you're on the members website, you take part within the community, you probably know that I'm going to go over there and fucking say a little bit more. Do you know what I mean? Because it's a private community. But there's been times over the years when I've had members to do with the club, all right? I mean, hey, listen, Tom Hicks was a member. George Lett was a member. People that have tried to buy Liverpool Football Club, members. So sometimes you've got to be very careful, right? But the journalists are not all out there just to make things up. And there are times when they know things that they just can't say. And I can tell you an example of this. There's a journalist that works for one of the biggest British newspapers, right? That Liverpool fans would read. It's not a boycotted newspaper or anything. And Liverpool fans would be, okay to read that newspaper. And you would know who the journalist was. And we had a phone call once and he was like, Dunk, I can't say so much stuff in the newspaper, but I could channel it out through you and the website. So that's how we came to be friends and how I started to get things from him. So I don't even know where I'm going with this. My personal opinion is that there's it's quiet at the moment. This is what I was trying to say. I remember what I was trying to say now. I will go and see the GP about my memory. I know I joke about it, but my memory's, I don't know what the fuck it is. What am I talking about? It's very quiet at the moment. And when I say quiet, I don't just mean quiet what you and me can see on here anytime that we want. I'm talking about people behind the scenes that normally talk about things that say, but don't fucking say anything. Even they're not saying anything. And the big guns, your Ornstein and Joyce, are not coming out at the moment playing anything down. Not even James Peters. So I think something is imminent. It's just, but this is just intuition. I don't know, guys. I just think when I say imminent, I think we're gonna soon have something to talk about. I don't know whether it'll be a signing or it'll be the claim of something that someone's put into bed. And when one of these big gun journalists comes out and puts something to bed, that's when you can start going, right, what does that fucking mean? I know watching my videos sometimes can be a bit cryptic or a bit like, but I think if you have got a bit up there, you should be able to work out most of what I'm saying. Just sometimes you've got to think about these things. But even I'm confusing myself with this. even I don't know what I'm fucking talking about, and I'm the one saying it. All right, so what's the reason for this? I always do this, don't I? I say, right, well, the reason for the video is to let you know that the media are saying Liverpool are going all in for defenders. I have to mention Inacio. We've mentioned other defenders in there that you should listen out for, of course. And one of our top contributors says that we are 100% in the mix for Inacio. Then, but why isn't anything happening? So I just get the impression, this is just a little hunch, I just get the impression Liverpool is saying, the numbers are not right, we've got these other options, we'll pursue them. Like bluffing, I feel like Liverpool are doing a bit of bluffing at the moment. But because the mainstream media hacks, the ones that we all know, are very quiet at the moment, I actually think that's a good sign. And I do think something will give. I do, guys. I really do. I don't think I'm doing very good with my videos, so I'm gonna do one, and I'm gonna go and get something to eat and have a cup of tea or something like that. I hope sometimes, I mean, like, listen, like people that watch my videos, I record my videos as an extension of KopTalk, the website, for the people that enjoy my work and have been around and followed me and my life and seen my kids grow up and everything. Do you know what I mean? Those are who I make my videos for. And I know there'll be some people watching my videos that don't like me. And I know there's some people watching my videos that have never watched my channel before. But I make the videos for the people that understand me. Do you know what I mean? Fucking well done for understanding me. But I do feel like at this end of this video, I have not done a very good job with this one. So sometimes I feel like I let you down, you know what I mean? But the point of the video is to say that the media think that we're going for central defenders. And just to remind you that source said we are 100% in the mix for Inacio. But I'm just I personally a little bit confused as to what's going on that front. But I think because it's so quiet that we're going to hear something soon somewhere. Even if it's a denial. And that's just as big as someone agreeing with something. Because sometimes when a journalist denies something, depending on who the journalist is, you can turn around and go, fucking yeah, because I know where that's come from. Just continue watching. I'll keep you right. I'm not even sure if I want to embarrass myself as to saying thumbs up the video if you enjoyed it or appreciated it. Leave me a comment though, even if it's to tell me off. All right, see you in a bit.